Yo, what's up people, what's up gang? It's your boy Lee with Lee Scope Studios. Today we're gonna do a beginner course. Some of you are beginners in FL Studio and you want to know the tricks on how to go around FL Studio. So I'ma go from the beginning, from installation to starting up your FL Studio, to making your first beat, to installing some plugins. And so let's go to the studio and let's work on something. Yeah. These are the topics that we're gonna cover today on FL Studio. First, we're gonna start it up. I've already installed it, as you can see down here, and we're gonna start it up, and I give you a brief overview of everything. That's the orientation part, and create a new project from that, saving it up and opening it up, installing of plugins, loading them up, and finally we're gonna make a beat with it and export the song or the wave file. So stick around for the whole course. So it's gonna be quick, maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes, I don't know. So stick around and let's see what you're gonna do. So let's start up the FL Studio. So let's see. After you install your FL Studio, it's going to go to these folders called image line, and there is your FL Studio. So you load up your FL Studio. After you've installed it, obviously this is how it's gonna come looking. This is how it's gonna come up in your computer. So a brief explanation. So this is a blank page. This is what we call a work desk or a workstation. This is where you load up everything that you want to use or you want to open on FL Studio. This is like your table now. And everything you need is up here. Everything you need to open is up here, and everything you need for settings is up here on the left panel, as you can see while I scroll it up. If you wanna connect your MIDI keyboards or anything, you go to options, MIDI settings. I'm using a KeyStation 49 MK3. I also have a trigger finger. This is an older version of the MPC, you know. I don't use it much, but here it is, already connected and configured. You can use it for drums, you know. As you can see up there, up here, you can see these. As I do that, it's already connected. So what you do, you come up here and connect, just connect with your USB cable. Here it disappears there. When you plug it back in that way, it's going to appear. So you click on it, it says send master sync, and then you come down here and say enable the device. It's gonna come down here as generic controller. That's what you need it to say. Also for the keyboard, the same way, you connect it to a USB cable. It's going to disappear, then you plug it back in. It's going to identify it. And you do the same, send master link that way, and then you come down here, you enable the device. That's step one. Then if you want to save or open a new project, there are templates down here. You can see they are advanced ones. These are the ones I don't use at all. It's better I create my own thing. Let's open one of them and see how it looks. Strap on, it has a lot of plugins coming up. You can see it loading up here. So what you do, this is how you open your workbench. This is the playlist button, or F5 to open the playlist. This is where you lay down every instrument that you've created, or any pattern that you've used. You can drag it and drop it down here. If you have opened multiple things, you can clear the workstation by pushing F5 to clear the workstation. And another thing that people don't remember to do is actually saving your project the way you want it to be. So for me, I like an open, either an empty one or an empty for send, for the reverb, delays, and maybe mic inputs. I like it like that. Some of you might want it, and no, don't save it. Some of you might want it like this, whereby it has nothing loaded up. This is where you send all your instruments for mixing. Yeah. So this one is the sample here, the sample rack, or the instrument rack, channel rack. You can see it up here. So this is where you load up every instrument that you want to use. Every synth that you want to use, you load it up using this button here. And you can see I have a couple installed. I'll show you how to install those plugins and how to search for them. Scaler. This is actually a plugin that I use a lot. I can use it with my MIDI keyboard. So you can see how I opened it up. You just come F6, click on this and choose any synth you want. Okay, this is called what do we call it? A file manager kind of thing. This is where everything that you've loaded up on your FL Studio will come up here. If you want to add something there, you can just, like for me, I can use this to drag and drop. Let's see if you can see this. So if you have a folder with sounds and you want to use them in your FL Studio like I do, I have a kit. It has every sound that I want to use. You can see all this. So what you do, you just hold, drag and drop it to the file manager there, and you can see here it goes. That's where you load up all your sounds. And these sounds, you might wonder, what if I want to load up a kick? You see, it's a file manager. You know how the cascade works. This is a kick. How do I use it? You just drag it and drop it to the channel rack like that, and then you can your MIDI settings. Now if I want this sound, or to add things to this sound, this keyboard, maybe I want to use some reverb on it, EQ it a little bit, I'll have to send it somewhere. We call it routing. Just imagine you have a live guitar or a live piano. Okay, take this as a wire number 2 goes to channel rack number 2, you can see that, and number 3 goes to number 3, so that when I play the sound I want, you can either take it down like that. That's for the volume of the whole set, or I can even use this button for the volume. This is the preamp volume. I can also use the volume of the sample here. Now this acts like an instrument. This is how it's If you want to change the tuning, you can right click on there. You can see we can transpose it down or up regarding on how you want it. This is called the ADRS. A, the attack, D, the delay, decay, sustain, how long the note is gonna play, the release, how fast it's gonna release after the note stops being played. The attack is how fast it. Okay, some of you might want to use a sample to make a beat, like already you've played a guitar somewhere and saved it on your phone or somewhere else. You can and drag and drop as an audio. You see, this is the BPM. The faster you want, the slower you want, that's how you do it. So for a sample, it's quite different. For it to warp to this, you have to do some other settings. This comes to the auto. If you put it on auto time, I think that's how you do it. Or there are deeper settings that I won't show you today. You can put it on stretch mode for it not to warp the sound. You can resample for Normalize is usually for the sound to be as loud as it can without clipping. So this way, whereby some sounds can be quite silent, you know, and you want to boost the volume. You come back here, you can boost it up, but when you've already put it on Normalize, it won't do anything. So you have to uncheck Normalize so that you can boost the sound as high as you want, or just leave it as it is. So guys, it's time to install the plugins. So first of all, you must have downloaded a plugin that you want. For me, I always put my plugins in one folder. Let's go to Studio Plugins. Here we go. And then choose the plugin that you want to use. For me, let's do this. Extract these. First you extract the folder. Here we go. And then what you do is go to install, double click, then just the normal installation process. And then in your FL Studio, you're going to come add more, and then it's going to generate a list. You say manage plugins. As long as you have installed the plugin to the place that you want it, combine, these settings come as default. So what you're supposed to do is just find more plugins, and because I already had it installed, you can see it's scanning down here. As soon as it's finished, it's going to bring the list of all the plugins that have been installed here. Let's see. So as it scans, we can continue here. So when you get the plugin you want, for me, you can see we had this installed, right? It comes up in this place, and then you can just load it. You can see selected folder loading or whatever, and then the plugin is going to appear in your DAW like that. You can use it with your MIDI keyboard. I'll do more lessons about these things, so don't worry. Today is just to show you how to do things in FL Studio. So this is a beat that we're working on for demonstration purposes only. Don't judge me. So the normal loop goes to 8 bars. For trap music, for house music, it can go up to 17 bars or 16 bars. Yeah, 16 bars. Like, this is what I mean by bars. You see up here, these are the bars, the bars. These, and then these subdivisions down here. Subdivisions. It's actually 4/4. You see, 1 2 3 4. I had already changed these into that beat. Let's see if, yeah, you can see 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. So how to export a beat. Let's say you have already created a beat like this one and you want to use it maybe for a ringtone. I don't know if people still do that. Ringtones, yeah. Maybe me, I use vibration most, and maybe you want to do it like that. So first of all, you make sure they're all level. This is called mixing. You mix it to a level that nobody will be annoyed by the beat, and clipping means going above 0 or positive 3 dB. So I don't usually do much to it. To avoid that, I put a soft clipper, or it's up to you. So we do soft clipper. You can go up here, you say export as WAV file or MP3. If it's for normal use, you can put it on MP3 and then you save it how you like it. I like mine being the same I don't know, the same name with the project name. So you save and then you come down here. You see, you can do actually both like that. Or another thing you can do, Control Alt, and then what do we say? Come here, export. You see, Shift Control R, Shift Control R. That's when you are up there. Then you save it as MP3. You can also do this. You save it as a zip folder, as an FLP, as a wave, as an, you see, you can choose any. You have your own preferences. I like doing this. Save both of them, put it to at least 34. 34-bit system means that you have the best quality audio, that when you go to master it or mix it later, master, whatever you want to call it, you can use the best quality. Because the lower the quality, you don't have the best audio quality below 16. Most studios use 24-bit, but I like 32 because my computer can do that. And then you can say split. If you wanna have the stems, it will split everything. It will split everything here. As you can see, it will split everything and then show. You can choose to show, or you can just go to the folder. The folder, you can see this is the recent one, and then you start with the 808. Something else, how to record audio. So You choose any of these, then you go up there. You can rename it like mic. You save it like that. Then you come up here. You can choose. My mic is number 2. You can see? Yeah, now you have connected it. So you come up here. You this. You can say yeah, check it out. This is a new tutorial. Everybody on the it's a tutorial. Yeah. I got hard on this beat, I got hard like a beach. Anybody wanna hear me tell you I know shit? If you gonna wanna come around, you never will see. I did hand in a pit. Yeah. So basically that was a bunch of nothing, just a freestyle, you know. Yeah. So if you have an audio interface, you can come up here, audio, and then you select it. They are usually here. I use this as your FL, as your O, just this other one. It works better. I like it like that. So I guess that's generally everything you need to know for a beginner. For you to make a song in FL Studio, that's all you have to do. Remember, you come and export your song, and you export it as an MP3 lesson. Yeah, save that. Already exists. Yes, I do that because yeah, you see the settings don't change much. I don't want to split them. Enable master effects, and then you start the whole thing. 3 seconds, you are now a producer. And here is your project. The whole thing. Here is your project, and here is your song. Yeah, check it out. This is a new tutorial. Everybody on the it's a tutorial. Yeah. I got hard on this beat, I got hard like a beach. Anybody wanna hear me tell you I know shit? If you gonna wanna come around, you never will see. I did hand in a pit. Yeah. So again, people, thank you for tuning in. If you need more content, more tutorials like these, please tell me in the comment section below. If you like the video, make sure to like, share to others who might need this lesson, share to others who are struggling. Please comment down below what exactly you want me to post next time, so that I can help those who are doing their own thing. And for people who are starting up, all you need is to be so passionate about what you're doing, and I promise that you are going to see the rewards. I've been producing for only 1 year now, and I've learned everything I know right now within that 1 year. I'm producing my own album, other people's albums, you see, and now I'm doing YouTube tutorials because I think you can use the knowledge that I have, and we can grow together if you wanna. If you don't want to grow, then I don't know who you gotta blame, but it's up to you, man. It's up to you. So see you till next time. Lee out. Peace.